So far we populated the POCO object with hard-coded data, but now we want to load it from the database. So we'll start by finding an order that we want to play with. So we're going to look at the orders over here, and we see that we have order 10249. Great. And we want to save it. So to do that, we'll get the table. So we'll go to Northwind base, the models namespace. We have the orders table and all the columns in it. We're going to drag it into our code using the control key, which will give us var orders equals new models orders. And then we can say orders for each row where orders dot order ID is equal to, and we wanted to use 10249, and our action is, let's make our screen a bit wider, we would like here to set the OrderPoco object with the value. So we're going to say order ID is equal to orders.order ID. That's it. Customer ID is equal to orders.customer ID. And in this case, I'm also going to say trim n, okay, to make sure that there's no trailing spaces. And o.shipper ID is equal to orders.ship via. Great. Let's delete everything else that we have here and see what is saved to the file. Put a breakpoint. No, we don't need a breakpoint. We're going to run it, demo POCO in XML, and we'll be able to see in the orders XML file that we didn't call this program. So demo write XML. And the XML file has changed, and we'll be able to see that it has the values that we gave it. Now, so far we didn't give it the details, so let's do that as well. We're going to do the same. We're going to go and get the order details table. Yes, order details table. Drag it using the control key. Perfect. And then say order details dot for each row where order details dot order ID is equal to 10249, and we're going to say here that we would like to add to the details of our object a new order details POCO, and that POCO's values are going to be product ID equals to order details dot product ID. What else do I have here? Quantity order details dot quantity, and unit price equals order details dot unit price. Perfect. Let's run this code. And now our XML file has changed again. We're going to say yes, and we can see that the order details themselves also came into play. Great. Now, one more thing I want to add to this video is that we're using the orders for each, and which is something which is pretty cool. It will get a filter that we can use, and an operations that we want to do, an action that we want to do for each row. And it's actually just a wrapper around a business process. So if you're going to click Control on it to see its source code, we can see that all that it's doing is creating a new business process with this table as the main table and running on it. That's it. So you can either use this syntax or this syntax for the simpler cases.